Today I am going to show you kind of my favorite go-to makeup look. This is the look that I kind of use for all of my blog shoots, really any event that I go to. Basically every time I wear makeup, unless it's just, you know, foundation, nothing else, it's this. And so it's kind of my everyday look. And I don't do videos very often. I think this is only like the second one I've ever done, and so you'll have to bear with me a little bit because I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna try to figure it out as best I can. So first off, I'm gonna start with my Professional Benefit primer. I got this in my Ipsy bag, I think that, or my Sephora Play box, I'm not sure. I think it's probably Sephora. But I like to put this on my nose and forehead. And then I use my Cover FX Illuminating Primer, which is this right here. I don't know if you can see it very well. And I put that basically everywhere else, if I can get any out. Here it is. I got this one in definitely my Ipsy bag. Yeah, this one was definitely from Ipsy. Is done, I move on to foundation. And the foundation I use is Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I use the color Ivory Nude because I'm really, really pale. And I just put a little bit on my hand. I dot it all over my face. I did buy the Sponge that everybody was talking about. It's not like the actual one. I bought it on Groupon. It was like $10, I think. I like it for like spreading the makeup. I don't like the way it sits if you just use it. So I usually spread my makeup with this so that it goes a little bit farther, and then I will like push it in with the brush. I know this looks ridiculously weird. Now I'll move on to the brush and just buff it in. So quick review on the Sponge, because I know that it's kind of been all over right now. I like it for certain things. I like it, like I said, for like spreading makeup out. I don't always use it. I used it here just so I can talk about it, just because I think it's kind of interesting. But I don't like it for like being the only thing you use. But like when you have, you know, that last little bit of makeup and you want to make it go a little farther, it is really great for that. And it also is pretty good at blending when you're using like a cream contour. You just kind of put it here and blend it out. Lately I haven't been doing a cream contour because I've been really lazy, and I just use my Too Faced Sun Bunny. It's just like a quick swoop and you're done. But it is good for that. I've used it for that before and liked it for that. But otherwise, like if you're looking for just an all-over thing to like replace your beauty blender or replace your brush, I wouldn't do it. All right, so next I go to my eyes and I put primer on. I use this one is Thank Me Later eyeshadow primer by Elizabeth Mott. This one also came in my Ipsy bag. I like to keep running out of primers, and then I don't buy new ones because I always get them in my like Ipsy bag or my Sephora Play box. So I just kind of use whatever they send, unless I find like a really, really good one. But this one has worked pretty well. I used to use the Urban Decay one, and it honestly feels and kind of works pretty much the exact same as that one. All right, next, once I have my eyeshadow primer in, I use this Lorac palette. It's the Refined Romance Eye and Cheek palette. I think it's actually limited edition. Really sorry. I'll try to find a really similar one to link, or at least one with similar colors to link. I got it at the Nordstrom sale last year, and it has been my like all-time go-to, just because I really like these nice kind of like, especially for fall, these are really nice shades. And I use this kind of angled brush and go in at this lightest color, or not lightest color, but like this medium color. And I just go. I kind of use the brush like windshield wipers. I'm just gonna go like that. Also, sorry for the background noise. First off, my dog is crazy right now. And second, the wind today has been insane. I've heard it like howling outside all day. So I'll try to minimize it as much as I can, but I apologize. And then next I use this brush and just kind of get this nice purpley shade and just put it in the crease. And then once that's done, I use this, it's just like a e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. It's a really basic one, and I use it for the lightest, like the white shade. And I really like this palette because the white shade in it is really, really pigmented. I just put like that in the inner and then up to like the middle. Sorry about that. My dog is going crazy right now because we just got him fixed last week on Valentine's Day, actually. And so we haven't been able to take him to the dog park or anything. And so he's just been so stir crazy because he's a border collie. And so he usually, if we don't take him to the dog park every day, his energy is through the roof. So this past like week and a half has been a struggle. We were waiting till Tuesday to finally take him back because the vet said to wait 2 weeks. And oh my gosh, I don't know how we're gonna go another 4 days. But I guess when you're watching this, it'll just be 1 day because I'm posting this on Monday. I don't know if you guys heard that noise, it was really weird. I am getting eyeshadow all over my lash extensions right now. Tips are like white. Yeah, so I just use the white shade to kind of highlight my brow bone, and then on like the, you know, the lid and inner corners. All right, and next I use this brush, and I got my brushes forever ago. It's a set that I got from Costco like years ago, like back in high school, so at least like 5-6 years ago. That might be kind of gross, I don't know. I washed them, but it's actually been really, really good, and it's held up really well, so definitely check Costco if you're looking for a good brush set. But I use, well actually first I take the gold just with my finger because I'm lazy, and I just put a little bit like right there. And then I will use this brush on this burgundy-ish shade, and I blow it off so it doesn't get all over my face. And I just kind of get the crease a little bit more with this darker shade. And then I take this brush, another great Ipsy bag find, and then I use it in this, it's basically the same color as this, but just a tiny bit darker and matte. I use it here, and I blow on it again. I just get like the very outer corner. my lash extension. Do you ever have that, like for those of you that have lash extensions, sometimes like one of my lash extensions will get like tangled in with my bottom lash and like it'll be hard to open my eyes. And then next I use my Smashbox Full Exposure palette, and I'm taking the black shade right here and just putting it right on my lash line. I'll go in with a liner in a second too, but I like doing it with the black because it kind of just smokes it out a little bit, makes it a little bit darker, a little bit more dramatic. And then I take this liner, this felt tip liner. Why do I suck at talking so much today? And this is actually Wet n Wild. I think it was like $2. I didn't want to pay that much for it because I don't use eyeliner all the time because of my lash extensions. Mostly like I only use eyeliner if I'm doing like a blog shoot or like going to an event. Otherwise I don't bother with it. But for those of you that do have lash extensions, because I get a lot of questions about like, oh, can I wear eyeliner? Felt tip. Like the only eyeliner I've been able to like successfully use with my lash extensions has been any kind of felt tip liner, and I really liked this one. It was only like I said, like $2, but it works really, really well and it lasts forever. So you just kind of and then after I kind of just like line the top, like do a basic line, I'll start from like, I'll use my bottom lash line as a guide and just kind of wing it out. Alright, now that I've got that done, I will go in and brush my lashes real quick because they're all over the place right now. Alright, and now that that is done, I'll go in and do my eyebrows. I use this NYX eyebrow cake powder, and it comes with like 2 shades and like a kind of like a gel. I usually only use this dark shade right here, and I just take this angled brush. I don't even know where I got this brush. It's old. It's really old. I just kind of go in. Alright, now that my brows are done, I do my contour, and like I said, I like to do just a quick, easy contour because I don't want to spend that much time on it. If I want to spend a little bit more time, especially during the summer, like right now it's winter, it's supposed to be winter, it's like 80 degrees outside, but apparently it's supposed to be winter. So right now I don't use my like cream contour because my skin gets really dry, so it doesn't blend in as well. But when I do that, I use Blondie. It's Bite Beauty. It's their multi-stick, and the shade is Blondie, and I just kind of like draw a line here and use the same brush that I use for my foundation, just blend it in. But right now when it's a little bit drier outside, I use this, whoops, Too Faced Sun Bunny bronzer, and I like it because it's got like 2 different shades. And I use this brush, which actually came with, I had it forever ago. It was like this Benefit square container thing, and it was basically very similar to this, except for one shade is a contour shade and one shade is a highlight shade, whereas both of these are kind of bronzer shades. But I saved the brush even though they discontinued it. And so I go like that, and I just go see how much easier that was than like doing like a full-on, I don't know. Like I have this palette, this Anastasia Beverly Hills palette, and it's nice, but like this one is just so much easier, and honestly I just feel like it blends better, and so I hardly ever use this. Like if you're looking for like a good beginner contour thing, this is the way to go. I have been using it for years. I think this is like my 2nd or 3rd one, and I'm obsessed. And then, after that, I do blush, and I use the same palette that I used on my eyes. I use this dark shade, and I just kind of, and then after the blush, I take this kind of middle shade, which is like a nice pinky highlight. I use it kind of as like a medium shade between the blush and the highlight. And I just go on like kind of the upper part of my cheek with it. Same brush. And then after that for the highlight, I use the same brush and same palette. And I just kind of yeah, and that's pretty much all there is, other than adding the final touches, which is just mascara on the lower lashes when I have time. A lot of the time I'm too lazy and don't bother. But if I'm doing like a shoot or something like that, like I'll sometimes do it, so I'll just... I am the worst with mascara. I always get it all over my face. Alright, so there is the mascara, and then if I can find my lipstick in here, here it is. This is the Marc Jacobs Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is the shade. And I really like it because it's just kind of a nice, like, basically it's just like a couple shades darker than like your natural lip. And then, once I've done everything, I'll just go in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray and just kind of, and we're all done.